Hey guys, my name is Dice Rollin, and welcome to my top 10 ghost sightings caught on video. Today we're going to be taking a look at some clips of what seem to be apparitions and spirits. There are some videos out there that have evidence of ghosts, but are obviously faked in one way or another. I've searched for videos that I believe aren't, or at the very least are interesting to watch. So without further ado, here is my list. Number 10. The Honduras Hospital Ghost. In 2016, a photographer went to a training hospital in Honduras and managed to capture something on video that scared him quite a bit. While he was recording down one of the hallways of the building, a figure emerged from one of the rooms and walked into the hall. It then seems to move toward the photographer as he backs out of the hall. It's believed that this is the ghost of a former doctor who had worked there, who committed suicide and now haunts the hospital, going from room to room. But I have to say, to me, it almost looks like the figure is a digital animation of some sort that was put into the video in post. What do you think? Number 9. Malaysian Office Ghost. In 2010, a surveillance camera in an office captured footage of a woman being scared by a ghost. But maybe the correct wording would be attacked by a ghost. This office has a history of paranormal and unnerving events. In the video, there's a woman sitting and talking on her phone, but at one point a chair behind her moves, grabbing her attention. After that, another chair right next to her moves too. This causes her to freak out and try to escape the room, only for the invisible force to move nearby tables and chairs to block the door. Afterwards, the woman seems to faint after hitting her head, and other things in the room are moved. This footage went viral, and in 2015 a movie was inspired from it called Bangunan, or The Building. Number 8. YouTube user Junked Up Kitten recorded a video of himself exploring an abandoned jail while making fun of ghost hunting shows. And ironically, he actually captures a ghost on camera. As he talks to the viewers and passes one of the cells, a ghostly face seems to appear at the window, watching him expressionlessly. Junked Up Kitten didn't notice the face until later when he was reviewing the footage. Number 7. The Blockbuster Ghost. During the era in which blockbusters were still around, there was one in Mexico that seemed to be haunted by a mischievous spirit. In the video, an employee is restocking the shelves of movies after hours. While doing so, his cart appears to move on its own. Not seeming to notice, the employee continues his work until movies begin to fall off the shelves for no reason. He attempts to place them back in their proper areas, but realizes what's going on and wisely drops everything to leave. Number 6. Carlisle Castle Hotel Ghost. This Australian pub seems to be pretty active. Allegedly, there's just one ghost who frequents the building and causes many different paranormal events. People believe this ghost is a former employee by the name of Old Pete. In the footage that was captured at different times, you can see a glass falling off the rack right in front of an employee, bottles of expensive wine being knocked off the shelves, and even Old Pete himself appearing in front of the camera. These occurrences don't seem to be much of a surprise to the people working there, as Old Pete's been haunting the pub for years. Number 5. The Torquay Museum Ghost. This English museum has dealt with many different kinds of paranormal happenings. Some have been captured on video or through photos, and some have not. There was one such incident that a security camera was able to capture in the gift shop section of the building. In the video, 2 employees are going about their daily business when a stack of cards are pushed off the shelf by an invisible entity. When one of the employees attempts to pick them up, more are tossed off the same shelf. Both employees decide it would be a wise idea to leave the shop. Number 4. Attic Ghost. A man had been experiencing odd things happening in his home for a number of weeks. He decided to try to record these events in order to capture them and explain them. On January 9th, 2008, he returned home to find one of his dogs hiding under his bed, and refusing to come out for very long. After several attempts to coax the dog out, the man hears a loud thud, and goes to investigate where it came from. He finds that even his cat seems to be unnerved by whatever is causing the noise. The thuds continue as he climbs into the attic, and finds that his belongings have been tossed around, creating a mess. He sets his camera down and goes to check things out. A nearby metal can falls over and causes him to run out of the attic, leaving his camera behind to capture other moments of ghostly activity. Number 3. The Horton Mine. These are 2 videos that I had talked about in a previous top 10 list. The 2 videos on Frank's channel, Exploring Abandoned Mines, show evidence of a ghost who dwells in the Horton Mine in Nevada. In the first video, Frank is simply talking about the mine when he notices some 40-pound chains hanging from the ceiling are swinging seemingly on their own. A year later, Frank returned to the Horton Mine. This time, an odd noise surprises him from further in the mine. He also mentions that there was a cold blast of air as he quickly exits the tunnel. Number 2. The Ghost Boy of Savannah Cemetery. For anyone who knows even a little about Savannah, Georgia's history, it's no surprise that there'd be ghostly activity there. With such tragedies like the yellow fever epidemic of 1820, deadly fires, and battles of the Civil War. Not to mention a majority of the buildings in the town were built on burial grounds. One of the long-dead residents of Savannah was captured on video by Jesse while he and his family were visiting the Colonial Park Cemetery in 2008. He was absently recording the area when he noticed the figure of a small boy running through the cemetery and zoomed in on him. As he tracks the boy, he eventually disappears. This video was investigated and found to be unaltered and thus real. And finally, number 1. Moore Park Shadow Person. In 1989, Daniel Hobbit went to the home of a couple who had experienced strange occurrences. He started filming in the guest bedroom that the couple said was most active, and captured something that has yet to be explained. In the video, Mr. Hobbit pans around the room and zooms in on an old painting. Afterwards, he zooms in on a corner of the room. As he zooms out, a black mass begins to appear. It also seems to have a reflection that's shown in the mirror in the room. It's important to remember that this was before so many special effects were available. If you'd like to see another list about ghosts that were captured, be sure to check out my top 10 ghost photobombs video by clicking the card in the corner. And that was my list of 10 ghost sightings caught on video. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, give it a like to let me know. And don't forget to leave a comment down below. What do you think about these clips? Which do you think are real and which are fake? And have you experienced any paranormal activity? Also, don't forget to share this video to help the channel grow and subscribe for more videos like this. See you later.